Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tarot with an Attitude, and I am your host, Rob Lee, the Reverend Rob Lee. I got to get started using that. I'm not used to using that title. Again, if you want to reach me throughout the day or at any time you want to book a session, you can get me at www.tarotwithanattitude.com. Also, remember, go to my YouTube site. I'm going to be posting extra content there. So make sure you go to Tarot with an Attitude on YouTube and subscribe to that channel, because there's going to be other things that I'm putting up there throughout the day and different times and whatnot. So make sure you don't miss out. I do other things that don't necessarily go on here. So getting my schedule worked out, everything's good, everything's going. Got my coffee going this morning. Who all we got? Kim. Hey, Reverend Rob Lee. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you? Facebook user, if you will click the thing to access StreamYards, I'll be able to see who you are, but good morning. And so that's who we are. So I'm not quite sure who you are. It just says Facebook user. You got to go tap that StreamYards, allow StreamYards to connect to your Facebook or whatever. 2 cups this morning. We've got it right here. I've got this in my favorite cup, y'all. All right, my favorite travel agent, Apollo Travel, Bruce Kaler. I'm telling you, we're already hooking stuff up. So we are there. And so let me throw this up here real quick. The Hemp Works. Folks, I can't tell you how much I love this stuff. I'm really going to do that. So wait a minute, Kim. I'm doing okay. Thank you. Looking forward to the daily dose of attitude. I got some things coming. We're going to draw some cards from the Archangel Metatron. We're going to go into the Tao and actually see what our yin and yang have in store for us today. And then I'm going to be using the Circle of Life and the Line Strider decks as needed or as called on. So that is where we're going to be headed at the moment. So, but again, the HempWorks thing. I love my coffee. I'm about out. So there we go. That's Christina. That's my daughter. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Got to say good morning to my youngins. So the what we're doing here with the HempWorks is I get up every morning. I take 2 of the HempWorks with the curcumin. I may start out sluggish or whatnot, but I take 2 of the HempWorks with the curcumin. There's no THC in it, okay? And I have my 2 cups of coffee that I kind of nurse. And let me tell you, within 4 or 5 minutes, all those, I was telling people the other day, all those little old man clicks and clacks in my shoulders and whatnot, I feel much better within a few minutes. Hey, Michael, how are you, sir? All right, that's my Facebook brother. There we go. Good to see you, Michael. So check out hempworks.com/tarot with an attitude. I'd really love to see you check that out. It's awesome. So Kim is saying Island Crystal and Beads has ordered in the Circle of Life tarot deck to add to their inventory since I saw you using it on your channel. Perfect. Good. I was going to use the Celtic Dragon today that my wife uses. Kim, I don't think we can see cross-platform. I think that's one of the problems we've got with being able to see everybody. Unless there's something I don't know. So like Kim is on YouTube. So the people that are coming in on Facebook, remember I'm simulcasting here to 3 different locations. I am simulcasting to my Tarot with an Attitude YouTube channel. My folks at Luminous Playground is where I'm also broadcasting, which is where Michael Schmidt and my daughter are coming from. And then we're broadcasting on what is now called the Quantum Super Channel, the Absolute Quantum Super Channel. So again, remember, also, if you would for me, make sure that you copy and paste my YouTube link, share it with your friends. That'll help me out. Red Pill, good morning. Grand rising, my soul, brother. Absolutely. Had my double dose of coffee this morning. Michael, are you doing the HempWorks coffee? No, it's not just you, Kim. It's this thing. And I'm going to meet with Kim here, I think tomorrow, right? And Kim is an awesome lady. She helped me get started at Island Crystals Beach. She has fed my confidence more than what you know, and she's been doing this for years. She's actually started helping me to embrace the term psychic because of what it means. And yes, rabbits, you made it. You made it. You made it. Okay. And Michael, this coffee, I'm telling you, I have had no caffeine withdrawals from any of this. None. It's amazing. I love it. I just feel better. And then when I'm alert in a different way. I'm kind of actually in touch. I can weed through stuff, things like that. It's been great. It helps me when I'm doing my readings and things like that. It helps me find different sections of my life and be able to tune in. Tuning in is what part of this is all about. So, all right, Kim, good. We are on for tomorrow. Red Pill, just found your channel. New sub. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure we sell it. You just take a couple of links and pass it on, because again, I'll be putting other stuff on there, some different things. Go there. Also, y'all come check out Luminous Playground. Now, Luminous Playground, you're going to have to ask permission to get into the site. It's a private group. We keep it non-political. We have fun. We talk just like we started the site, so you can know what's going on. That is where we're at. Check us out there. A lot of interactions, a lot of people posting different stuff, ask just different questions. Peggy Schmidt from Witch's Broom is there. She's the one that teaches me sigils, things like that, and different things. So that's what's going on. Good morning, human. How are you? Michael Schmidt. Hey, Red Pill, for another new storm. Here we go. So some weather coming in. Yeah, we're having a really cold, blustery 54-degree day today in Indialantic, Florida. Ooh. So y'all just be jealous, okay? And I love it. So here we go. Let's get started, and we're going to get some things going. Mystic, good morning to you. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you're not, what do you got to do to change it? It's within your grasp. Some of it seems overwhelming at times, but you can. And this is part of enlightenment and awakening, finding out what's new. And one of the things, mine is something in upstate. Ooh, yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, my daughter's in Denver. Yeah, you suck. You got it. 27 here. Oh, it's 54. Wait a minute. I think we're having another cold. No, it's actually a heat wave. I think it just went to 56. So sucks to be all. Great to be me. It's always great to be me. So here we go. Let's get started. One of the things I wanted to do this morning was, again, let's ask the angels. Jacksonville, Rabbit. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So you're a little colder than I am, but we're not dealing with that negative and that low end stuff. So that's what we're going. And Kim, for those of y'all on Facebook who aren't on the YouTube, remember, you can go look for the Quantum Super Channel. Go in there and you'll be able to see there are more people. It's a big channel. A lot of people that are on here do shows, Red Pill, different things like that. Come in, see who else is on this channel. They broadcast throughout the day. So we got snow in Chicago, 38, feels like 32. Wow. Yeah. Human, it is I'm allergic to snow. I love the snow. But, at one point I wanted to move up into it. I really wanted to move to Boston. But I think I've gotten older now, and I don't know, how that's going to work. Blue skies here, lovely day, great. All good and good. And then Jojo, my Jojo, nice to see you. New Jersey is windy, sunny, and cold 22. Jojo. All right. Jojo is one that is joined from my Tarot with an Attitude channel. So what we're doing here is I'm going to start the morning as usual. Heavenly Father, Mother, angels, guides, Thank you for being in our presence today. Thank you for all that you've given us. Please make sure that as I look at the cards, I'm sending forth the messages as you intend them, and take me out of the picture. Let us be a blessing, light only, good, positive vibes. So mote it be. So here we go. Michael Schmidt, we are under another winter storm warning. Mystic, how is Leonardo? I don't know, but I've been feeling him now. I don't know if that's somebody that I was it's, one of those things where we go, or whatnot. But yeah, Kim, just go to YouTube and look for and search the Quantum Super Channel or the Super Channel. And you will see it there. And you might even just search Terror with an Attitude, because I do broadcast live through there too. You may be able to get it. So, angels, let me stop talking. Let me get in here, and let's just start going with what we all want to see today. Let's get right down to it. Where do we need to start our focus for today? I'm asking the angels. I'm asking my guides. What do we need to know about today? Where are we? What is happening? We had fun yesterday with with all the numbers and running the birthdays and things like that. And we started getting into some spirit animals, different things like that. So I will keep all that in mind, and we will start exploring it. And I will bring some things in, and let's talk spirit animals, spirit totems, different things like that, because you have spirit animals, but you also have spirit totems that come to you at different times, different animals to show you something that you need to be looking for that day. So that's where we're going on. So here we go. Let's look at it this way from the angels. And here we go. We're going to go here. Kind of got stuff scattered. All right. Kundalini, untapped energy. This morning I took a peek for myself, and it talked about light bodies. So light must be the subject for today. Light must be what's truth, and it's all coming down to getting that chakra in line, making sure that you are in tune and in balance. Folks, if you're not taking time to get in tune and to balance out, things aren't going to be perfect. You can't be completely in tune. You'll hear, but it's kind of like trying to watch the TV when your spouse is like this about something else, and you're like, okay, I got to turn one off. You got to don't take it personal, babe. I'm not talking about you. Yes, I am. Anyways, there are times I just have to turn the TV off. Go, what? If you're wanting me to hear this, what? So the light is ever important to us, Kundalini. And notice that in this picture, the light is coming from above, but you also see a light emanating from below and down into the earth. We have this energy where we are connected above and we are connected below, and it runs through us. And what happens is this wonderful color change as it goes through different parts of our body. So the number on this card, ironically, is 35. So we're going to start talking numbers again, just real quick on this card. 35, 3 being collaboration, it's not just you, okay? But everything has to be in alignment. It's a group thing. 5 meaning conflict and instability. So when one of the 3 or one of the group is out, we have a problem. But when you put 35 together, you get an 8, and that's what it's talking about. That's what we're talking about. 8 is mastery. 8 is knowing your craft, knowing what you're doing. Folks, if you want to be enlightened and you want to feel good and you want to have the same spirit and energy, you can't get up. It's kind of like going to the spiritual gym. So that's is exactly where we're going. The spiritual gym, athletes don't run out onto the track without warming up. Football players, soccer players, things like that. If you're not warming up and getting your light, getting in alignment and things like that, you're going out of the day half prepared. So I haven't been keeping up. Numerology is so interesting. Yes, it is, and when we look at how they combine and come to numbers, different things like that. And I'm just giving you a flash flyby in some of the numerology stuff. So if that being said, that Kundalini and getting our light, getting everything in line, making sure the energy is flowing out to back, your root chakra, in through the crown, everything else is turning or whatnot. So let's ask, I'm going to use my Line Strider deck today, of what is, and I think I picked this Line Strider up at Ion Crystals and Bead. I can't remember. So, I mean, that's what's going on here. So, here we go. Well, thank you, Rabbit. Thank you. What do we need to do? Where do we need to focus to make sure we are getting this untapped energy? In other words, we have energy that's available to us that we're not using. We have resources. So we get mad at our kids. Well, why didn't you ask? Ask. Use the resources that you have been given. They're there for everybody. Okay? And that is where we're going. Okay? So, I'm going to dive into something. I can't let it pass. I got news for y'all. I don't believe that one bit. Michael, I love you, brother. It's time to think for ourselves. It's one of the things Jay, April, and I were talking about. People are getting mad at us. Okay, I'm going to give you the truth and what I feel. It's time to heal. It's time to move on. Okay. And we'll take things as they come. Right now, we need to be more concerned with what's going on within ourselves so we can help everybody else awake. One of the problems is we started screaming and yelling at so many people, nobody wanted to listen. So, Rabbits, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So here's where we're going to go. Now, I'm asking, how do we get into this untapped energy? How do we get into, what's the first step? There we go. What's the first step we need to take? And how can I help people, that understand where they're going? So we'll get into this here real quick. All right. The untapped energy that's available. 7 of Pentacles. Again, kind of like what I was just saying. Sorry. It's stop. Look at your real world. Reassess everything else. So, Mystic, thank you. Jay, hey, what's going on, brother? How are you? It's one of those things. So to attach, you have, and to find the resources, a lot of times you're overlooking them. You have to tend to your nest. You have to, kind of gets bad. I love when things come around. You got to take care of home. And sometimes it's stop, look, and listen. Reassess. 7s. We talked about 7s yesterday. That 7, some of you have a life path number of a 7. You're very good at stopping and looking back and making sure. This is telling you it is time in the real world around you. One of the things you can do is take care of home, stop and look. Where are you going? Where are you heading? What's working for you? What is not? That is where we have to go and look at some of this stuff. In the Bible, yes, Kim Dambert, you have not because you ask not. It's there. It's all there. God has given us these gifts, the mother, universe, things like that. They are all here for all of us to partake in. Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but good morning to you too. If you will sign in on the StreamYard thing, when you click in there, it will let me see who you are. So there we go. And, I'm glad Jay is here, because Jay, I was talking about, we were talking, again, going to mention Jay and I are toying around in April. Well, more Jay and I right now about a Wake the Fuck Up tour. It's like, okay, this has all happened. Now we were all passionate. We were there. We dove in. But it's time to stop. It's time to reassess. It's time to take care of homebody so we can help other people and see what we've done, see where we've been, so we can help other people in the right way, and we can help gain this light and this new energy that has been given to us. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, there's a lot going on with this, and I know a lot of people are wanting to, to just kind of get over this or whatnot and move on. And some people are still hanging on to it like a dog with a bone, Well, okay, you can hang on to it. But remember, we talked yesterday, temperance, it's everything. We are, red pill. No kidding, buddy. No kidding. Sorry, I get on a roll. We got on so much roll yesterday, I didn't even mention my hip works thing. So that's why I am making sure I get it in today, because it's important to me. And I'm thinking about, Jay, remind me to talk to you. I'm thinking about an idea of a free reading for a couple of people, but I want to run it by you first. Listen to me. If you're doing the hemp works thing, don't reinvent the wheel. Stay within what Jay and April show you from Spiritually Raw. Check them out. The time flies when you inform people. Yeah, it does. It gets away. It's only an hour. I've noticed that sometimes there's a 10 o'clock slot, but I don't want to overstay my welcome. Okay. And sometimes, man, when you're doing what we're doing, hey Rob, do a free reading for a few people. Oh, I do it on here, and we're fixing to get that. So I hope your questions are all coming, getting ready. So in that though, with this trying to get the light, the resources and everything else. So we know one of the things we have to do is stop and reassess. Why is this causing us a problem? So let's ask that. Why is not tapping the resources? What is the results? Why do we need to know about not having the Kundalini in line, having our chakra in line? We need to know that. So I always try to look at the root cause and ask my ex. She's like, you root caused our marriage to death. I did. No worries. Okay. Life goes on. She still likes me. All right. Here we go. So root cause of what this is doing to us by not having our Kundalini in line. And holy crow. 3 of Pentacles, okay? And it was reversed. It means you are unable to fully successfully work with other people. You are blocking being able to collaborate and pass on your knowledge to other people. It is actually keeping you back from finishing the job that you so deeply desire to do. It's kind of like me telling you to build a cabinet, but not giving you a hammer. Okay? That's what you're trying to do. You have to focus inward first. Get yourself in line. A lot of people think I'm fully awake, I'm there, but you're not. Okay? You're not fully awake. And what we need to do is remember, awakening is a journey. Awakening is a trip. Awakening is learning that this is different. It's shaking our core to our roots. So, that's what's going on. Don't I know it? That's the truth, Rob. Thank you very much. All right. So let's start there. Then what do we get? Interesting that you were addressing the chakra balancing. I did aura balancing chakra tunings just last week. Rob, the idea of people coming awake is so on time. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Red pill. Rob is gold. He keeps it real, no filter. Yeah, that gets me in trouble, but you know what? I love my life. Yes, and a never-ending learning. We are so fortunate. Okay, I mean, how many people have tried to do something different and been pushed into the closet, been pushed out? We do not. We are now learning that there are people with our same thoughts, and we have a collaboration. The key thing is don't get hurt when somebody doesn't agree with you, when they don't like you? I got news for you. Nobody's going to want to hear this. When you become awake, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose people because they don't want to be around you. And remember, when you have this energy, when you have this light, and the truth can start to shine through because you're able to see it, you're able to perceive it, you're able to understand what they're saying rather than just trying to jump down their throat. The light will show you how to help win people over. And that's exactly what we're doing about. This is important, to what's going on around us in the world today. So now then, with that being said, what's the biggest strength we've got to get our Kundalini in line, to get everything in focus, to make that, to become the master of our own light and energy? How do we do that? What we do is this. So again, show us how people, what is the first step they need to take to get this done? We know reassessing was the first thing, but what is the strength we have for it? Southern Girl, yes, listening is key. Listening is absolutely key. So let's go from here, and then I'll get into your questions, and we'll start doing this, sharing and doing. Knight of Cups. Knights are about movement. Knights are about your subconscious. You have to be able to change and move forward emotionally. You have to say, this is what I want. This is where I'm at. And while the Knight of Cups is all about emotion, he's also about having the goal. Knights are very laser focused. And sometimes oh, wow, this just hit me. Kim, you can back me up here if you think it or not, but we become so laser focused on our emotions, we forget our logic. We forget common sense. We forget how to communicate properly. So what I'm getting our strength here is that we need to understand one of our strengths is the ability to move beyond just emotion. So that's kind of where we're going. My friend woke up last week and disappeared. She snapped. Baker Act. 3 days in the nut house. It hurts my heart. Yeah. Man, that sucks. I hope she gets the help she needs. People will think and that's why I'm saying, folks, common sense. We just talked about it. Move beyond logic, things like that. Bob's George, hammer down, Kim. So that's what we're talking about here. So as we're going through this, any questions? Anybody want to start hitting me with some questions, and we'll get more on the personal note, and we'll go from there. So let me know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring, while I'm waiting for some questions to come in, we're going to bring a deck that I haven't done. I've done it on Tarot with an Attitude and Luminous Playground. Haven't used it on the Quantum Super Channel yet, but here we go. We need to stop taking our emotional temperature all the time. There you go. That's it. Good insight. Thank you very much. It's not all about emotion. It's about logic. It's about learning, and it's about knowing everybody's not going to accept what I say. They killed Jesus for what he was saying. All right. God forbid the man did anything wrong. All right. But did it stop him? No. And only one time is there a reference to him ever raising a hand in anger. Only one reference. Other than that, everything was preached with love, caring, and from the heart. So that is huge. Sorry about the hammer, Bob George. No problem. So we are going to look. A lot of times our yin and yang is out of balance. Now, we always hear about yin and yang. I'm going to try to hold this up. I was going to try to have one up today. The yin yang. It's not yin and yang. It's not yin and yang. It's yin yang. Okay. And what we see here is the yin is always about the passive receptive. It's always about your hidden or subconscious is the best way I can explain it. While the yang is about the external influences, things going on. So again, there's that balance of internal, external, what's going on. We're talking about creative versus receptive, different things like that. So let go and let God help me. Absolutely. I start Julia's spiritual boot camp on Monday. I love Julia. I would like to know what guardian angels are around me. We'll take a look at that. Let me go right here with this. So I'm going to keep you highlighted there, Southern Girl. And what I could do is tell you the attributes of the angels. Kim might be able to see more. I start seeing in pieces once I get it. So we will use the cards to try to pull some attributes of the angels. I might have to separate some out. I didn't come prepared for that today. I generally use my major arcana and they're all blended in. So yin and yang, what do we need to do? What's out of balance? What's going on? Okay. And here we go. So I'm too busy talking and not realizing what I'm doing. So let me go here. All right. That's the one I want. The taming power of the great. One of the things we need to understand, if I look at this as what they're telling me is you have to understand it's going back in line with what I was saying. Your yin and yang can't be all about what's happening outside. There is a balance. There is a delicate balance in nature. And this, the power of the light is huge. Being in balance is massive. One of the things this tells us is self-discipline, concentration, strengthen your character from within. It can't get any more into what I was saying about what we need to do. So let's get on back up here to Southern Girl. Let's see. Where am I going to go? I would like to know what guardian angels are around me. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I'm not trying to get crazy here. I'm feeling my cards and seeing where I want to go. We're going to go with the circle of life. Let's see what happens here. I would like to have a little more time, and I need to start making sure I have my other deck that is separated out because I like it for questions like this. But let's see what happens. So what guardian angels are around me? So I'm going to kind of concentrate here for a minute. I'm asking my guides to help me focus. Some of them just left the room. Southern Girl, if you feel something, don't panic. They might be getting a little closer look at you. I'm definitely getting the feeling that Metatron may be present with you. And I'm hearing Michael. So you might be dealing with the Archangel Michael himself. So that is what we're looking at. Six of Swords. So this is about, you've got an angel that is going to, wow. Okay. Six of Swords. There's an angel that is there with you to help you. The card looks like this. Let me try to get it over. What's coming through is you've been through some type of conflict. You may have even won, but you won at what cost? And there's damage left behind. So this angel is here to help you move forward. Six is about becoming victorious. Maybe it is time. This angel is here to help you move forward and find a new spot, leave some stuff behind. You can tell me if this makes any sense to you or not, but I don't know who this angel is, but this is an angel that is helping you get over some past conflicts. Maybe it's, and that it's time to move on, but he's also helping you. If you notice, she's carrying this burden with her. This burden is a sheep. There are things you love. You can take things you love with you, but you have to make sure you're taking the bare minimum. You can only carry so much. So it's time. This angel is there to help you move on. That's the purpose of that angel. So, Southern Girl, I hope that helped at this point. Rabbits. I think one of my spirit guides is actually my grandmother that passed more than a decade before my birth. Her name is Virginia. Can you tell if it is really her? I'm really not 100% on the guide's ID. Number one, most people have more than one. So I dealt with somebody yesterday in their home where a a really pissed off it was a grandmother, was coming in and out and just, man, like narking at her. It was horrible. And we hadn't even discussed her. So you need to understand that once I confronted what she had, she went away. But then I asked, and I used my pendulums to understand, to make sure I'm getting good answers, rabbits, that we are dealing with spirits that can go and come. You're dealing with multiple spirit guides. You don't just have one. You have angels, guides. There are things in your life, depending on what you believe, some spirit guides you actually met and you have agreed for them to be your spirit guides, and your grandma could be just coming and checking on you, and just to make sure you're okay. And that's what I'm getting is grandma is saying, you're on the right track. Keep it up. With the self-help movement, we get so focused on the feelings. Thank you so much. Emotions are valid, but they are not necessarily truth in all perspectives. And that is so true. And that's what we get here. What I'm wondering is if she's not so much a spirit guide, but she's there to give you a hug, is what I'm feeling. That's exactly what I'm feeling, is that she's popping in to let you know, breathe. And I think this is what's going on, rabbits. I think she's telling you, you're on the right track. I feel like you've been worrying about a lot of stuff, and she's trying to tell you, let that shit go. I don't know if your grandmother cussed like me or not, but she's trying to tell you it's okay, baby. I just got that, and nobody's heard me say that. And rabbits, that's what I'm getting. She's more there to comfort and to help you know she can make her presence known while you're trying to get in touch. Like you said, you're not in touch with your guides yet. Getting in touch with your guides involves that Kundalini light, getting things, being able to see, open up, getting clarity. These are resources we have. So is the spirit guide her grandmother? What is grandma there to do? She feels grandma. I'm definitely getting yes, your grandma is around. And I'm getting patted on the shoulder, which generally means I'm right. So let's go there. What is grandma there? What do we need to know about Rabbit's grandma visiting? What do we need to know about that? And yeah, 4 cups. And it's upright. She's there to help you understand, okay? 4 of cups a lot of times talks about satiation, but I'm going to go at 4 as a good base, okay? And it's having a good base, what I'm getting here. You need to have your emotions in check. She's letting you know you've got a good grounded base. Don't let, yeah, I'm really getting this heavy. Don't let other people drag you into their frenetic energy. Don't let other people, you're okay. Don't second guess yourself. Be calm. That's what I'm getting. You have to establish a good emotional base, and that's what grandma's there to do. She's there to help you be calm, get centered. If you'll notice when you feel her, when you calm down, you're probably able to think better. So let's go with that. I'm getting that I'm pretty close with that. Kim Danbert. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Everything's like functioning in some weird way here. So, all right. You have 5 people in spirit with your southern. There you go. 2, I believe, are guardian angels. 1, deeply creative. So, like I told you, Kim is the one that's helping me to learn to embrace the word psychic. Okay. And now I'm not afraid to tell people what I see. And because I'm not afraid of it, my vision's starting to open up more and more and more. So that's what's going on. Janet, adjust your moral compass. Yes, that's very true. Southern Girl. Oh, yeah, there we go. That makes sense. At Kim. Could that creative one be someone that was alive here and past? Kim, I'll let you want to work with Southern Girl on that one on the side. Go right ahead. Yes, this creative person is someone you have known in your life. God, I love it. I love it when my enlightened brothers and sisters are in the room. I know 3 guides, 1 angel I know of, just not sure. I do feel hugs. They move me to tears. Absolutely. Kim, thank you. Good message, Rob. Good perception. That's exactly what's going on. And again, for rabbits, thank you so much. So let's talk about some spirit guides, shall we? Let's talk about angels. Remember, spirit guides a lot of times are not deceased people or people from our past. They are people from our past, from another timeline where we agreed I'm going back. Remember, we are all beings of light. We are all, wow, did that ever come circle? Just got the goosebumps. We are light. Everything in us, every cell has a little ball of energy that's within us. We are light. And I firmly believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so what this is telling us is, with this spiritual experience, we knew people before this life, this human existence, and after, because I believe time is stacked. It's not this way. Well, whole nother show. And what you need to understand is people can go and come. So when somebody ascends, yes, they will come back to help, such as in Southern Girl's grandmother. Okay. She's here to help, but she wasn't initially selected as a spirit guide. Or if it was 10 years before you were born, maybe it was. Okay. But at the same point, remember, there are other beings, or there are other things. We all believe in angels, or I hope we do. Angels are important to understand that they are here. They walk the earth in physical form. We know this at one point in time. Now we see them in spirituals, but I also believe there are earth angels. There are people, there are angels here. There are human beings that don't understand they were put here as a blessing to humanity. They're always there, and they never seem to say it. And most earth angels don't know that's what they are. So that's what we're talking about. So how do we get in tune? Let's go there. I'm going to go back to the spirit, to the oracle card. Oh, no problem, rabbits. No problem. So that is what's going on. It's hard sometimes to define the guardians being from angelic ones, and I'm a bit of a stickler for that. So, and that is, we need to understand there are angels here. If you're spiritual at all, you believe we've been given guides. We weren't just flapped here to go, okay, figure it the fuck out. Okay, let's see how this goes. It's not a human joke that we're like, watch him trip up from upstairs while someone we love is going through it, and they're feeling, all this pressure. So what we're trying to do is learn different things. We're trying to learn from this because I believe we will have other human experiences. If we're never going to have human experiences, why would we be here having this one? We have to learn from it. So what we need to do, what do we need to know to help people understand and attune to spirit guides? And one of the things we've already talked about is the enlightenment, is the coming awake, is the being in tune with yourself, your light, getting that chakra in tune, different things like that. And that's what we're going to take a look at. So where do we go? What do people need to do? What's a first inspiration to help them get in touch with their spirit guides? Yeah. Okay, this kind of goes back to my conversation a little earlier. You see what this says? Go with the flow. Paddle on. Man, I think we ought to just kind of make that a tarot with an attitude catchphrase. Tarot with an attitude, paddle on. You know what? Things are coming at us. At some point, we are all going to be sitting back, cracking up about all the crap that happened last year. It's there for us to learn. The way people reacted. Everything was so emotional. Everything was like freaking nuts. And we've lost our minds through some of this. Look, paddle on. Go with the flow. Remember, you are here to experience this. There's a reason, our family, friends, relatives, and guides are boots on the ground right now when we need the most, is my belief and what I've been told. I just absolutely can't agree more. That's why they're here, and they want us to know they're here. Some of them you will not ever be able to see their face. The most you can get to is a form or seeing them across a river. They will show you. You will know male or female sometimes, and things like that. But this is, part of the thing is to realize, okay, events happen. Folks, when we talk about tarot, and one of the things in life, nothing stays the same. The wheel of fortune. Things change. Even the good things change. I remember watching a show. It was the old Twilight Zone. And this criminal guy died. And he got there. Beautiful women all around him. And all of a sudden he thought, oh my God, I made it to heaven. He would shoot pool. First hit, all the balls went in. He would play poker every time he drew the highest hand. Things like that. But then what happened? He started getting bored. It would drive him crazy. He couldn't fail at anything. And all of a sudden, the spirit came to him in human form and said, who told you were in heaven? Getting everything you want? This is what you strive for by cheating all your life. This is hell because I'm giving you everything you want. Folks, part of succeeding in life is these trials, these tribulations. And one of the things we're here is to learn to move on. Okay? I can take this whole election thing from a whole Christian perspective and piss Christians off completely. Okay? Because there are things about it. We have linked Christianity and patriotism and things like that. And guess what? Sometimes they're linked, but sometimes they're not. Okay? Our emotions change constantly, so following them is like riding on a roller coaster. They're valid, but don't follow them. Yes, they are something we experience. That's exactly what's going on. Yes, and my ascension pain was unbelievable yesterday, and I don't know what happened, but today is a fantastic one. You had to experience something. There's something you had to go through. So that's what we're talking about. So real. So why are we meant? What do we do? What's the best way I'm going back over here. Sorry. What is the best way? Getting thirsty? Need my coffee? Getting everything? Y'all get me so fired up. I love it. And I appreciate the questions. I don't like coming in. I don't set things up. I let things roll. Sometimes I need to set some things up. And Red Pill, I haven't forgotten. We did talk about we need to do a PTSD show. Sherry Dibban and I from Intuitive Wellness are talking about do that. We may talk about it tonight. So, I asked God to please help and fell asleep in minutes. If you let go, let God, let go, if you don't believe in God, it's okay. But generally, most people believe in something. If you believe in energy, if you believe in light, give it to the light. Give it up. Let it go. Yeah, Kim, this is so true. This is so true. So I almost forgot what question I was going to ask. So somebody help me. Where was I going with this? I know we were talking about, what do we need to do? Where do we need to go? What's the guidance for our yin and yang and balance and to be able to help to paddle on? How do we learn to paddle on? So what I'm going to do here for my last poll, because this one takes a little bit, but if y'all want to ask some questions, I'll try to get to them. All right. I'm going to look at the yin and yang of the situation. So we are going to, I am going to cut this deck into 3 different pieces, and then I'm going to pick one. And boy, I'm getting a heavy feel on this middle one. Now let me get these other 2 out of the way. So what we're going to look at first is the yin of what we need to do. And then we're going to talk about what's out of balance. All right. So one of the things that's out of balance, darkening of the light, maintain a low profile. Wow. How many of us went off the rails last year? Screaming, yelling, pitching a fit. Maintain a low profile. And it is called, it's hard to read, darkening of the light. We have allowed ourselves to darken and go into such negative or low vibrational energy that we have taken our yin and our yang, and it's part of the thing that's out of balance. Now I'm going to go to the bottom of the card. That's the yin. All right. So now we're going to look at our external influences: decrease, decline, cutting back, frugality, contraction, letting go. Less is more, resourcefulness. This is out of balance. We need to remember this at some times. Okay. We need to remember it's okay to decrease. And this is out of whack. This isn't saying what we need to do. Our willingness to decrease is what's going on, is one of the things that's out of balance. So now I'm going to ask, what's the step we need to make to bring this all back into balance? And, oh, wow. Difficulty in the beginning. Sometimes, folks, you got to start over. Be reborn. Learn who you are. And sometimes, man, we don't want to do that. I'm right. I don't remember what TV show that came from, but I just remember it. Groundhog Day, right. You know, that type of thing. This is a child in an egg that's being reborn. And it's difficult in the beginning. And remember, I was telling you, awakening is difficult. It's shocking. It's kind of like just being reborn. But you got to remember, you're meant to experience the doubts, the fears, the awkwardness. That's what this card is saying. That's how we bring it back into balance. Embrace it. Know it. It's part of growth. That, whoa, okay, that's what I was supposed to say from that. That all of these things we're experiencing it's helping make us grow. When the gods punish us, they give us exactly what we want. Proverb, source, right? Every person has enough energy inside of them to light an entire city. That is a fact. Yes, I'm gosh. Okay. I love it. Power of the pen. Typos. I don't know if they're typos or not. So if I'm not picking up on something, that's good. But I'm still getting that as positive. So any more questions here at the last? We're coming down. Again, while y'all are maybe getting some of those in to go, I want to remind you, you can reach me through tarotwithanattitude.com. Some people have sent me messages. You can book sessions there, different things like that. But I also have another website called Dynamic Life Perspectives. This is about my actual private practice. It's what I do. I do both clinical and spiritual life coaching at this point, things like that. I'm about to get my license. Matter of fact, I test. I need positive energy, y'all. I take my state exam for Florida on February 22nd. So I'm going to be doing that. So I need all the light and love in the world, because almost everybody I know failed it once, but they always get it. It just takes once or twice. But it's $300. State of Florida. Gotta love them. You know, $300. You fail. Oh, well, you missed it by 1 point. And then you go back, they tell you what you failed, and then you don't even get to take the same damn test. It's a different test, all different questions, doesn't matter. So reach me there, but this is a good place to go find out about me. It's another place you can do. A lot of people want to know about mindfulness, things like that. I do a lot of that, and that's generally an hour session. So you need to look and see what's going on there. But again, the hemp works. Do me a favor, everybody. Just go check the HempWorks site out. All right. Look at some of the products and let's go from there. All right. Will the awakened outnumber the sleeping in my lifetime? My gut is no, not in your lifetime. Things are going to happen. The numbers are going to broaden, but I am not seeing that being an outnumbered. So, I mean, that's just what I'm getting from my gut. Kim, please chime in. Helen, I feel like I'm always an observer, watching and reading people's feelings. Will that hurt me from growing? That sounds like to me you're really tuned into your to being an empath. Empath is a word I hate because a lot of people are abusing it. They'll call themselves empaths as an excuse to be miserable. You've been given a gift. What you need to do, Helen, is be able to, you've got to create, it's going to be very important for me. Yes, It will drain you if you allow it to. You need to start every day with a good protective light bubble around you. Ask for the angels to fill you, guard it, and you have to practice turning it off and on for when you need it. It will hurt you. It will hurt you bad. Okay. It will drain you mentally and physically. So you bring people's depressions, you bring their energy home with you. And a lot of times we get so tuned, we want to help. So we reach out too much. You can't take care of every single problem. Okay. Use it, fine tune it like a tool so you can get in and help reason where people are coming from or see exactly where they're hurt. I know that feeling. I found out that was one of my problems. Go Dad. Yes. Sending love and light. Bob George, thanks. You're welcome. Helen, sending love and light. Exactly. Rabbits Warren, get the HempWorks. It changed my life. No problem. Appreciate that. Love to talk to you more about Helen. Yeah, Kim. Oh my God, me too. Empath. Too many people watching the classic Star Trek. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the absolute truth? Just because you pick up on feelings, folks, doesn't mean you're an empath. But because we're all energy, we all put it out. If you watch, when energy gets really bad, the dog will leave the damn room. Dog's not an empath, okay? But we're all empathic to a degree. But it's that kind of energy we're putting out there. But empaths, they seep in it. They take it home. I can tell you, you can walk into a room. Kim can do the same thing. You can put on and be like faking it till you make it, which is a lot of times what we do. But there are times we can still feel if we concentrate and let our guard down, we'll go into a slump and we're not sure why because we're still picking up what's going on with you. So, yes. Mystic, yes, absolutely, Kim. Lovely dose today. Yep. Peace to all, everybody. We're coming up to the wrap up here. Again, thank you. Blessings to everybody. Again, HempWorks, please check it out. I'm thinking about a promotion here. I just want to make sure I'm not messing up and that we're going to take a look at. Please remember, go to Tarot with an Attitude on YouTube. Hit the subscription button there. And do me a favor. Copy the link. Throw it in your personal channel. And those of you that have professional channels, throw it in there for me so other people can find us and see what we do. God bless everybody. And what I want you to do is remember, take what you want, leave what you don't. But as long as you leave here with having felt some peace, love, and light, many blessings. Have a great day, everybody.